Hey y'all, it's us and we're back. We're at the Mud Inc.
Yes, welcome back to another episode of Her Purpose, where we're going to own it, we're going to be on it, and we're going to be in it. So, hey,
I'm gonna try to go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all tap in, but we're just gonna do a little recap on last week's episode. So we was in the house talking about a day in the life.
whether that was I think we primarily focused on dating and being human again as moms. We didn't tap too much into us going back to school and touching on how it's very much so challenging being a single parent and doing a day in life with your kids and trying to remember that you got a life too. But we did share some of the difficulties of parenting, single parenting, being a single parent, not just for us women, but a day in the life for that. And then today, what we're going to talk about is just kind of getting back to self and remember who you are, being in your purpose. Now, it is gender specific, but it is not, our title is gender specific, but it is not, the message is not. We say her because we hers, but her also represents something. Her represents healing, evolving and reflecting.
Yeah.
So it was intentional the way we did that, but please don't think that we only catering to us women, because we know our gentlemen also encounter and endure some hardships as well when coming into self and living this thing called life. So yep, that's what we got for today.
I gotta get some of my people to tap in, like, share, and send it to y'all friends, because I really don't want y'all to miss this. I've been really thinking real heavily this week about how it is to own my purpose. I thought about when I had my son and how I gave him this name and how the name was supposed to navigate him and give him a purpose, because Kari itself means one as in royalty. Okay. Rashid, my friend, she told me, she said, no, when you talk about Rashid, especially in the Muslim community, it's one walking on the right path. And so I always wanted him to be on the right path, because he is a king, he is a prince, he is all of those grand things. And to have a name that speaks to that was important to me. But for me to have those grand ideas for him, though, he has to create his own life, his own story, and his purpose. While I may encourage it, it's his to own. And it was crazy that my parenting reflected that for me. And I said, how am I owning my stuff? What is my purpose? Where am I fitting in? How am I contributing to the world that I want to affect? And not just that I want to affect, that's affected by me regardless. Because every time I open my eyes, somebody is affected by me being here.
Yes. In how you walk into a room and how you express yourself, how you respond to certain things. And one thing I've been really heavy on telling my kids lately is what you do doesn't just affect you. How you say hello to somebody affects that person. And I hate to be that petty, because it's like, mama, dang, I can't even say hi a certain way. But it's like, I want them to get that, that deep this young. Like, no, how you say hi can either be offensive or it can be extremely welcoming. It can help make somebody feel like, oh, I feel seen today, or dang, you shouldn't even spoke. Why you say hi to me like that? You know what I mean? So, and kids nowadays, with so many of the influential things that they have going on in life and the things that they see that they want that they can't obtain, it's kind of like you really have to be extremely sensitive to almost everything.
Yes.
To almost everything. So, yep. So, a little bit about I'll just go back, piggyback off what you were saying. So, for me, finding my purpose wasn't raise your hand if it was easy. I can't see you, but
I see your hand sitting in your lap though.
Just being real, because a lot of people see individuals in a space or with a certain face or mask on and automatically assume they got it together. They hear a conversation or an interaction, they automatically think, well, dang, I can't wait to be in the space that you're in. And it's like this, you may not know what's going on with that individual. So what I'm saying is my purpose wasn't found very easily. It wasn't something that like, oh, I'm going to be a mom one day. I didn't want kids. And I have them.
It's like, oh,
I didn't want
yeah.
them, but I have them. I love them. I'm glad that I do have
But
them.
that's
I've
not what you
grown.
saw for yourself.
That's not what I saw. I didn't see my purpose there. That wasn't where I was going.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you because I don't know, but I know now.
Yeah.
And but it wasn't easy. It wasn't something that I wanted to willingly just frolic in.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't something that was, presented in a way that made it appealing. As we all discussed early prior episodes, I was married. And what I did see for myself was me being a healthy wife, or, being the submissive individual, just loving and all these things, catering. And while I may have been those things, I was also toxic while I was doing it. I was a very ugly, dysfunctioning individual. I may have been loving, I may have been submissive, but in what ways was I being loving and submissive? I was bleeding all over that man. You know what I mean? So it's like I had to find out what I wanted and stop forcing him into what I thought I wanted, because I didn't even know what I wanted. But what I did find out was my purpose was being who I am right now. That was a lot. So, who I am right now is I am a mother. I am an educator. I am a mentor. I am an encourager. I am a child of God. I am a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a friend. I'm somebody who people look up to and who people aspire to be one day. And that's scary because I feel like I ain't reached nowhere yet. But for her purpose, what we're wanting people to understand is for you to get there, you have to heal from something. You have to evolve from a place that you're at and where you're trying to get to. And you have to reflect on those things that you're healing and evolving from and to, so that you can understand who you are and who you're becoming. And that's big for a lot of people, because the first thing you have to do before you can do all those things is be honest.
And that's a lot of things that we don't necessarily want to do. It's a lot of people that put the keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a bean, keep it a stack, keep it a buck. Whatever you keeping it, but you keeping yourself unaccountable. And when I can honestly say I messed up, and not I messed up and a but, because owning it is really saying I did this. It's affected people. This is a part of what's happening. Yes, I can heal from that. Yes, I hope other people heal from the things that I've done to cause them pain. But I have to say, I did it. And apologize not only to the people and not for reaction or celebratory instances.
For
okay.
Stage.
Yeah. No, for myself. Because am I that person that does that thing? Your grandma used to say, like, if you tell a lie, you a liar. I ain't believing that. If I told a lie, I lied. If I continue to lie, I'm a liar. But if I lied and I said, that didn't taste good. I don't like the way that feel. I don't think I'm gonna do that again. You mark me with the word liar, and I have to go on through the rest of my life as a liar because I lied. ED. We in education. I ain't gonna get into the English breakdown too much.
Past tense.
The past tense. I'm not gonna be held at my past, but what I'm gonna do is acknowledge it so I can walk on by.
Yes.
Every street has a sign.
Almost.
That's where it tells you where you at. But I can break a left and end up on Miller Road. That's all I'm saying, y'all. You like that? That was for you. But you gotta own it. And you can't own it if you're not acknowledging it. And you can't expect for other people to get past so you can get to the next part, because that part feel good. Well, let's just high five, TiOra, and let's move on.
We're brothers.
Okay. But that don't work like that.
No, yeah. I'm a clearly. That was crazy.
That remix
No,
right
really.
there.
But I'm gonna say this because for a long time, everybody who knew about my situation, it wasn't a lot of people who knew the deep stories of my marriage, just the superficial.
Yeah,
Um
the matching swimsuits.
Shut up. Understood that it didn't look like it was my fault
Mm-hmm.
because of what was going on.
Yeah.
But I had to own that even though I don't mark myself as um what they marked him as, that doesn't mean I didn't play a part. So without getting too into it,
Yeah.
how I responded to things helped create a situation as well. So just because I wasn't doing the things he was doing or how he was doing it or talking to whatever the case was, my response is also a a a way of how the situation ended up. I don't know how to use mature words, politically correct words for that, but if you could draw the picture, that'd be great. So I had to own that I wasn't the perfect wife, no
Yeah.
matter how much up here I was. I was projecting that, no, I did everything right. I did the things.
Mm-hmm.
I changed the ways. I
Yeah.
catered to the needs, you know?
Yeah.
But there were also some times where I was emotionally unavailable, where I could have been more genuine in a response, where I could have been more sacrificial to some stuff. You know, even though I felt like I was already doing those things, the don't want to get into a excuse me a Bible study, but biblically it says go the extra mile.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like because I was doing extra, that was extra enough,
Yeah.
you know. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying it's all my fault, and that's what may bring up some type of confusion because it did take two. But at the same time, I'm just saying there were things that I had to acknowledge and be like, that was me. That was me.
Mm-hmm.
That and it didn't feel good because it was him in my world, and I blamed him for a long. This far, I ain't not for real. I
Yeah.
ain't, but owning my mess helped me get to the healing that I needed, to be the mother that my children needed, to be the career woman that I am aspiring to be, to get here to this place to be the friend that I am.
Yeah.
You know, I can't continuously look at somebody else's mess and like scrunch my face up at it and then look at mine and be like, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Like I can't look,
It's pooping in his poopery,
you
you
know?
know?
I can't do that, and that's not me being honest. So the journey, the journey is not. I don't. That's the facade of getting to your purpose is going to be easy
No.
because it is. It comes with frustration. It comes with discouragement. It comes with, I don't want to say loneliness, but isolation and being alone in some areas. It comes with telling some people, and even if that person is yourself, no. It comes with being told no, and it comes with discipline. I ain't had that.
I mean, but we don't never talk about ownership in this way, right?
Mm-mm,
Because ownership comes with a lot of tasks. Like, there's a
mhm.
lot of people, they wanna own homes,
Yeah,
and I was just talking about this with somebody. It's beautiful to say, "I'm a homeowner, and I'm not paying nobody rent." But you are paying? You paying for,
that leak
the
in the ceiling, that
okay?
clogged toilet that won't stop, the pipe in the back, that new furnace that just went out. You gotta get the roof over here. That's a safety hazard over there. Every time you plug something up over there,
And it's on
you
you.
can't call the miller. Hey man, I need
It's on you.
it's on you, baby.
But the great thing about ownership that I feel like we always like to hide is that it is on you. You get so many no's, and like you said, you get a no to yourself. You say, "No, I can't do this because 'cause I'm doing," but ultimately, The no's lead to the yes that you're looking for.
Mm.
The yes that you really need to hear that's really gonna push you forward. Because once
Mhm.
you own your purpose,
Yeah.
you in your purpose.
Mm.
Now, once you in your purpose, that's my part I like to talk about. Because once you in it,
In
like
it.
what the kids say is, I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag now. Once you get in your purpose, listen, I've self-identified, healing. Okay, this is what it looks like on the inside. Because it's crazy looking at a tornado from the outside. When you're inside of it, it's a lot calmer, right?
Mm.
And I had to sit there and I said, okay, I should be being the mother that I choose to be, living the way I choose to live, loving the way I choose to love. Um, I get to wear my outfits the way I want to wear them. Okay, I get to do the dream job that I want to do, and whatever else I want to build for myself, I can have it because I can have those things. Why, right?
Mm.
But that's when you're in it. It hits you.
In it.
It's mine to have. So now that I'm in it, I gotta keep doing the consistent work.
Which means you're doing it on purpose. That's that intention.
Okay?
You're doing it on purpose. You're doing it. You're doing it.
You see how that just slid from one to the next? You own it. You're in it. You own it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that this is a solo project.
Mm.
Yes, I am the manager and the CEO of my life, but that don't mean it's just work. I don't like the self-made instances and titles.
You really can do that by
That's my
yourself.
tick. Yeah, this ain't a just for me. I ain't doing this just for me. What I'm doing is for everything to come behind. And Imma
Mhm.
keep up everything to the side of me, and anything that's in front of me, I'm bringing you along too. So be it. Like I said, every day I open my eyes, I'm affecting the world. And the fact that a lot of us don't know that, because you're said, woman, you're said just, um, uncle, uncle too cool. You just said my son said, how I'm supposed to do all I can't even vote, mama. How I'm supposed to be a part of something? It affects you. And anything affecting you or concerning you, you have the right to make your business the business. But that's just how I went from owning my purpose to getting in my purpose, and I'm doing
Mm.
it on
On
purpose.
purpose.
It's not by mistake that I'm here doing the things that I'm doing. Anything you hear me pop, whether I'm at my job, whether I'm at a church function, whether you see me at the park, my ministry is not ministry, but my business is people. Okay, I love y'all from left to right. My business is family. I do family. Guess what family is? Community.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to all my 30 million cousins. Every time I go somewhere, I got a new cousin, I got a new niece
But
or
you know what? That's
nephew.
real. Yeah.
That's my business. And so in that business, I'm uplifting every parent that I done had come up to me that do nails, all the dads that do lawn care service. I'm looking for an uncle electrician. If you out there, my mama needs some fixed. So
Uncle.
yeah, or auntie electrician. We do not
No.
discriminate. We do not. But it's all out there, and my center is that I'm connected with everything. Nothing goes without being said that I am a part of. I'm not the epicenter, I'm just from my standpoint, but it all goes together.
Mm.
And so I have to own that. I have to be in it because I can't stand on the outside and watch people around me or just my immediate space and beyond that I'm occupying go to waste. I'm doing it intentionally, on purpose.
Purpose. On purpose.
And that's big her energy right there. That's just it. That's just big not the
No. Yeah. Um, bringing that all in, reeling it all in. It's really a journey of mess. It's a messy journey. And that's what I want to just keep letting people know because people think that, oh, well, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna duck off for a little bit and then I'm gonna come back glowed up. You're gonna get knocked down a couple times because what I had to realized what I me. I've only lived my life. Okay, I've only lived my life. Uh, Healing hurt worse than the journey of being hurt.
Ooh, I need to take that down. That I felt that.
And that was
Yeah.
because, I had to I had to be real with some stuff. It's you know how you avoid some stuff? I love using this because it applies to every part of my life.
Yeah.
The elephant in the room.
Yeah. No, that's
It's
it.
just it's just like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I know it's right here, but I'm not acknowledging, right?" So when I get back to a place where I can't move forward because I have to acknowledge this,
Yeah.
it hurts looking at it because now I gotta say what it is,
Mm,
accept what it is, and do the work to either move it or remove myself. So that healing part for me, it wasn't like, "Oh, yeah, I just went to therapy and talked it out and gave it a couple months and I was cool." No,
mm-mm,
the H in her purpose, that healing
mm-mm.
hurts.
Yep, it will not be resolved in the counting time that it takes to watch Waiting to Exhale.
Mm.
It's not gonna happen.
That's
I
my
know okay? I just need you to know. I know a lot of y'all
favorite.
millennials right there, they was like, "Hey, by the time Angela Bassett took that wagon out there and smoked that cigarette, that
Yeah,
was it."
yeah.
Yeah, by the time she did that, you was like, "Oh, she was all better." After she burnt up them clothes, Miss Ma'am was better. She cut her
Setting it on
hair,
fire.
and that was it.
That was
Y'all
my thing. I was a cutter of my hair.
okay,
Ooh,
okay.
I would do it with the quickness,
Mhm.
cut it off and dye it. I'm a whole new person.
And that's a part of the process, but the thing is, y'all, there is no fast forward skip on this.
It's not.
Life already moves so fast. You have to take the time to
Do
feel
the
and deal
work.
and get into it because it ain't no opt out.
It's not.
The opt out is the checkout. So if
Mm,
you still plan on being here and living and doing the thing, we gonna have to brush off them rug burns, y'all. Or them what you used to be on your bike, you fall off your
from
bike and
getting
you get
these
the
straight from
skid.
the cement
Yeah,
scrape.
ooh. It ain't nothing like your grandma trying to put a little peroxide on that little alcohol and it's burning.
You really do have to. Yeah, it's being in purpose, being on purpose, and owning your purpose.
Hey, hey, hey,
Okay.
I can't.
Healing is not. I don't want people to. We know it's messy.
Yeah,
And the thing about people seeing other people's success story is that nobody really reveals that journey because it is personal. For a while, I used to get mad at people, like, "Why you ain't show us what was going on?" You know what I mean? It is personal. So for those people who have to disappear and duck off and take sabbaticals and all that stuff, now
yeah,
it's like I want to know how do I do it? I
yeah,
don't know how to do this. I barely know how to do this.
yeah.
I didn't want to do this. I didn't wanna acknowledge it, look at it, and do all these things. I just
No.
keep hearing "You gotta heal." How?
Mhm.
How?
Teach me the game, go.
Tell me. But that's the journey for self,
Yeah,
because the first thing you have to do when healing is be honest and acknowledging what it was and not continuously lying to yourself. Like, for me, my marriage was in shambles because none of us were ready to be married. The love wasn't enough. I can't say love both ways. I don't know, but I know my love wasn't strong enough to keep, and I had to acknowledge that. TiOra, you went in there
yeah.
all ditzy delusional, thinking true love's first kiss could fix this.
It's okay. Disney Channel did that to you. It's alright. Y'all, y'all gonna go ahead
And
and
I'm just like, yeah,
put
yeah,
y'all
yeah.
y'all suit out against them because they tricked you, bean boozled.
But I had to look at the immaturity of myself
Yeah,
because I'm grown, and I had to realize where I was immature and where I did so much damage. I just ruined somebody in my mind. This is what I was telling myself during my healing journey because it was messy. I done ruined his life, my mama's life, and my kids' life.
mm, Mm, mm,
I didn't ruin so many people's lives because
mm.
of
I'm sorry.
because of my ignorance,
Yeah.
right? Like, so that part of healing is something I had to look at. I don't continuously think I don't think that now, but that was something I had to acknowledge. Like, you did stuff too. You also contributed to this lovely picture that has been painted. That's what healing was. Healing was acknowledging the stuff that I did. Now I didn't know what to call it at the time,
Yeah.
but that comes with time.
Mhm.
So at the beginning, I was like, "Dang, I done ruined everybody's life." No, what I realized
Aw,
was
man.
I wasn't ready, and I allowed other people in here and in here, and just was doing a whole bunch of stuff. Just was doing stuff.
Thank y'all, Auntie Lily, Miss Lena, Auntie Tisha. I appreciate y'all for popping in. I
Hey,
really do.
aunties.
And my aunties know, cause they know how I'm coming. They know how I'm coming. Y'all, it's it takes a lot to say,
I want
"Hey."
to ask you a question though,
Oh, man.
and it's gonna get so from for your healing. How did you heal from the situation that you were put in with our children's father?
How did I heal from the situation I feel with my children's father? I first acknowledged that, I allowed somebody in my space to play in my face like that, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I did that." 2, I had to, mourn the
Hmm.
situation of who I thought he was.
Mm,
"So you were not my little friend."
that grief, yeah.
Yeah, and so I sat in that for a minute, and then I said, "What can I do to not put me in this situation again?" Because I wasn't gonna be 2 full baby mamas back to back. That wasn't gonna happen. So I said, "How can I protect myself and my son from being here ever again?"
Yeah.
That was how I said, "Oh, no, I gotta start doing some work." He felt comfortable doing this foolishness
Mm,
because of who I showed him I was at the time, which had to be one of the lowest versions of myself. Um, being unregulated in my emotions and letting everything from the outside rule what was going on the inside for me, that's what that's what did it for me, though. And I said, "Wow, but is that who I am?" Like I said, if you lie once, are you a liar?
or did
Or did you lie? I lied, and that's okay, but I wasn't gonna be a liar. And so I really had to dismantle who I was and say, what parts needed to stay, what parts needed to grow. What of me am I okay with somebody coming in my space and in my son's space? What makes me okay with that? Because the next person that stepped to me, did they play in my face? Absolutely. The first person I met after my child's father played in my face. But did they get to stay? Did they get to run amok on my life and bring me more things to carry and heal from? Absolutely not.
so that healing that healing that you had, you had to stare at yourself and acknowledge some things,
Oh, no,
and
me and
then
Michael Jackson was one, okay,
looking
baby?
at the man in the mirror,
Looking at the woman in the
and
mirror.
then it sounds like you're moving into evolving to,
Yes, I had to be in that journal. Okay, y'all, journaling really might be the thing
oh, I ain't even bring none
for
up here. And I have
me.
journals. I've published several
T.E.R.
journals.
publishes
I
journals.
have.
I love her journal. Me personally, I've used it. I love it. There's kids journal. It's the Mr. Alley's info put here. Okay,
29, 2
2
for
for
50.
50. Yeah, she got it. Because you really need those prompts to help you think out things. Just like she asked me that question, how did you heal? I I think that's why a lot of people can't give you the game goes because you're so busy in survival mode, getting through the thing. How am I doing it?
Mhm.
It's only now in
Taking
my
that
reflection
mind
that I
pause.
can say, "Oh, that's how I'm getting it. That's what's oh, and oh, hi, Auntie Cindy." But Lena said, "Recognize the devil who comes to kill, steal, and
And
destroy."
destroy.
But he ain't got hands like me though. And that's that's on everything. I knew what was happening for my life. I didn't know my purpose exactly, but I knew if I was I wouldn't have been here when I was here. It was plenty of times that I seen the exit, and I was supposed to be on up out of there. I seen some people walk by me. I said, "Not them leaving, not them leaving. They looking at me. They got all these things and decorations, and people care about them, and they're important, and they left, but I was still here. That sent me. I said, "Oh, I got to get to doing this work. I can't be playing. There ain't no time to waste."
Mm.
And I was like, "Okay," because I joke, y'all. I joke. I play too much. That's my thing. That's what I do. But what I am serious about is getting it done.
So how do you reflect, not just like processing? I think processing and reflecting are different. Processing is like in the moment, and reflecting is like looking back.
Okay, let me
So
tell
how do
y'all
you
what processing is. I'm gonna break it down on a real quick little. I'm gonna get you right.
Okay.
Processing is getting on Facebook and looking at that. How do you feel?
Mm.
And you know how people just get on there and be like, "Ooh, they just said everything." Facebook be asking, "How do you feel?" They don't really mean tell all your business,
Oh,
but you're processing. You're just pushing that out. You're pushing this information out that hasn't really been processed. The Y'all,
mm.
I just had a thing, okay? We don't process the process. The process is just shooting the information from point A to point B. It ain't being digested or registered, but when I'm reflecting, it's some things that really tear me up. Is being on Facebook and it show up your memories. And I
Mm.
said, "Oh, who is that? I don't like her. I don't like her. I'm in pictures with people. I did not like them in that picture. It's the staring back at the past tense thing where now you have processed. You've come to a whole new point in your life where you can understand how that made you feel and sometimes even why that made you feel. And that for me, I said, "Oh, I didn't know." You know how you used to be in high school and they have you. I want you to reflect on this passage. I'd be like, okay, no, it feels different now.
I'm gonna bring up that situation that happened the other day because that has everything to do with my feelings already reflected when she called.
Hmm.
I wasn't gonna answer,
Yeah.
but then when I answered, I'm like, okay, I told you what I thought when I heard her. I thought you did.
Yep. I remember you saying. Mhm.
I was like,
Yeah.
he did. What's going on? But I poured my heart out to that woman.
Yeah. That,
That was a part of my healing, trying to go to the source of my, where I what I identified as my problem
yeah.
for the solution,
Mhm.
right? So she called, and I'm listening, and I realized that as you're processing, I've already reached the part where I had processed her,
Yeah. Ooh.
and I was like, it was funny to me because I was like, dang man, I really could, I should, I would, but I was like, it wouldn't be the same, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be me because I've processed that already. I've evolved from that place of
I ain't there no more,
I
baby.
owe you. You got to hear my point of view, and you got to listen to what I got to say, and
Yeah.
I don't owe you this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause what pain did you really endure? What
Yeah.
did you really miss? You know what I mean? Like I could have went there so quickly, but I had already processed it.
Yeah.
So her, I think she did all of it in one phone call. Healed,
It was
evolved,
soup.
and reflected in one phone call. Because as I reflected, I was like, 4 years ago, I'm gonna say 4, I'll say 5 before I asked you. 5 years ago,
Yeah.
I asked you, crying,
Mhm.
"How can I fix my marriage? How can you help me? What do I need to do?"
Yeah.
And you looked at me and was like, "Marriage is hard. You'll figure it out."
Yeah. Oh, my auntie Lily said, "A narcissist will play on the weak, but when they see you gaining strength, they'll run."
Because now they want you to be back and involved and consumed with them mentally and emotionally. And I didn't give her that.
Nope.
I reflected and I remembered, I was like, the person I was before who I am today would have been going tit for tat with you on that phone call. But when I said this and when he was doing this and they was doing that and when he didn't do this and I had said that, so that reflecting for me was like, I even told my pastor, I said, "Look, let me tell you what I did or what I didn't do."
Okay, because
And she
baby,
had a whole 15, 20-minute conversation with me where I think I might have spoke for 45 seconds.
no, that conversation that you were so you were grateful. Um,
I didn't want her to feel ill will or anything because I don't have that tool.
mhm,
I needed, excuse me,
okay.
I did need her to understand that this is yours to own now.
Yeah,
This is yours to be in now.
yeah.
And you have to do it on purpose now. Because if you don't, you're gonna keep circling back and I ain't gonna keep answering my phone every
You need a plan.
because this is the third. I don't know if she was like,
Thank you for this time given to us by Out of the Mud Inc.
yes. I wanted to invite you all to something a little bit more in depth, finding out who you are and where you're supposed to be. Let me not say where you're supposed to be. I don't know where you're supposed to be. Cue music.
Oh, I'm saying. Let me stop playing.
There's no music, but there is something that I want to invite everybody to on next Saturday. We're having a "How Did I Get Here" seminar based off of trials and tribulations and testimonies of individuals who are either humans. We're humans. 'Cause we all humans. No
Humongous.
matter your status, use the human. So this is where we're going to you can hear if you register via the QR. It is also on Eventbrite. Um,
And
and there is a capacity. Okay.
yes, please look for that information on both of our pages. He has it up on the screen, I
It is
believe.
on the screen.
Y'all, please tap in and support T-Ora. She's been pushing out these events. She's been doing things with our youth. She's out here hustling, okay, in her purpose. Please be intentional about supporting people that's pushing purpose.
Because the thing is, I don't want people to think, "Oh, I'm gonna come and support you." I don't need your support for this.
Darling, have a heart. Okay.
All right. So, I'm finna get real stupid. But this is not just something to go to show up. Now, not with this.
Yeah.
Do that with a party. Do that with a book signing. Do that with an open house. Don't do that with this. Be intentional. Okay. You really feel like something is missing. Like, yeah, there might be something that do it for you. Don't do it for me. I don't know how else to say it other than do it for
She said,
you.
"Do it for yourself."
Don't do it for me.
But support people who are trying to support you. That's a part of me. That's what I say. That's what I say, and that's where I come in. That's on my mama. Kiss
Hey,
her, ain't
mama.
it? And kiss her if you watch, and I love you, baby.
That's all the love she got for us. Standing
Okay,
her 40 toes down.
okay.
She only
But again, I appreciate all of y'all who show up, glitter through, who come back and watch later in the day and hit me up and say, "More, I appreciate this. I'm sharing this." Also, I'm gonna put it on my page. You guys, you can find this on YouTube after the recordings, okay? Mark my word, find my page, support us. Thank you to Out of the Mud Inc.
thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for the comments, like it, share it, love it. The link is in the comments, and that's on active listening. And I
Oh,
appreciate y'all. And we're gonna keep doing it until we get it right. Thank you for growing with us and supporting
yes.
us.
Growth, growth,
And it's
growth.
only up from here.
Mhm.
Remember our face and remember this place. Okay. Millennial mom. And we out, y'all.